Welcome back, everybody, to some more BeamNG.Drive. Today is kind of map showcase as well as doing some rallying. We're going to be testing the times on these vehicles. We've got the rally versions of an Ibishu, a Pessima, older version, a Ibishu Covet, a Hirochi Sunburst, and an ETK I-Series, I think what's called. I might check on that, but nonetheless, we're going to be taking these 4 cars around this track here and timing them and seeing how it goes. First up is the Pessima. Get up to the starting line here. That's good enough line up. Okay, we'll be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I couldn't get a... There were UIs, but none of them were really a full-on stopwatch UI, so I'm just using my phone for it, and I'll post the times when we get them. And also, I need to turn my UI back on. There we go. Yeah, this is a pretty decent rally course. It's got a lot of interesting twists and turns, a few jumps, and a few also sections like this where you really have to slow down or else you screw yourself, but it's, in my opinion, really well done and a lot of fun to drive around on. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. And there's nice banking curves like this and such, but just going to kind of test to see what times these cars will get if they complete it. This map, this rally course can be kind of brutal on vehicles sometimes, so. Especially that section, half the time cars will roll there. I've ran the track a few times with different vehicles just to make sure I had a handle on it. It is fun to drive around with them. Could hit that a little bit slower. Now here I'm not going to, but you can ramp up onto that top part, but if you don't have the perfect speed, either you go too far and crash on the other side, or you catch the lip of it and rip out your rear end, so figured better safe than sorry there. Up here we've got a oh, I forget the name for it, but slalom section, there we go. And I do not want to touch those edge barriers there, because for some reason those just grab your car and you're stuck for good. I'll have to be careful there. Almost lost a little bit there. But for actual rallies, might be getting Dirt Rally 2.0 here soon, so that should be a lot of fun. If I do get it. Yeah, not much to talk about with this. The car is handling itself really well. Its suspension probably has a bit of damage, but besides that, it's running really well. Not really pulling weird or anything. Driving almost perfectly straight. And, ooh, got a little slidey there. This corner can be a little bit deceiving with this part here. I was able to do it. Whoa. You gain control, car. Now here, gotta be careful braking on these or else they'll grab your car's tires and rip them off, unfortunately. this bank turn is one of my favorites. If this was a rally course someone made in real life, or if someone could make this rally course in real life, I would love to go out there and drive on it. But I think we are. Oh no, one more section, and oh, this always does that to me. That slowed us down a bit. Drift Nation. I'm pretty sure up here, I think this is last curve, and we have entered it way too fast. I was a little bit distracted there, and that slowed us down again. I'm pretty sure this is the last large curve here for the finish line. Oh! I was not expecting that to happen. But what's a rally without a few crashes? And there we go. 5 minutes, 18 seconds, 87 milliseconds. Drive up the ramp here. From up here, it does appear that there's another way to get up, but it just leads to a blocked off dead end. Yes, there is our first competitor with 5:18.87. Our next one will be the Covet. And now that I've got the time wrote down for the one, start the engine up on this one and get it lined up. Made a few mistakes with the other car there towards the end, but hopefully we can do a little bit better. Okay, so now with the Covet, 3, 2, 1, start. This thing's a little bit slower on acceleration. There was a couple other rally versions of this car I could have used, but this is the base rally version, so I wanted to stick with it. And also I like the design on it. It's quite a nice looking paint job on it. Now this car's transmission, I think this is a sequential or TT image or something. I don't think it's manual, but its transmission just cannot decide where it wants to be in some sections. Hopefully it can start figuring it out. Go for a bumpy ride here. Go. Let's build a few for this jump. Hopefully it can make it if it figures out its gears, because I think you need, about 80 to make it. Ooh, okay. So probably 70 is the absolute minimum. But yet again, here I am not going to try and go for that top part. It's just death half the time. You do need to slow down. Well, and there we go. Now we're coming up to the slalom area again. Really do not want to touch those outer walls. There we go. And these bank turns are quite nice. They let you keep your speed up pretty well. Already almost 3 minutes into this run. The car does not seem to have the speed of the Pessima. But hopefully if I can hold it together, it might make up its time if I don't lose control like I did with the Pessima. Now if I could get the AI set up to a pathing for doing an actual rally track on here and get them to space out their starting and everything, then that would be really cool to do an actual rally with, having possible intersections with other people at those two cross points, one of them that we just went through a little while ago. That'd be kind of interesting. Gently there. Ooh. Tires started to lock up, that could have taken out our tires. We've got this really nice side bank turn here. I think that this is where I first lost it with the Pessima, so let's try to remember that this corner is a little deceiving, and there we go. With how short this wheelbase is, it acts a lot differently with the skids and everything. It doesn't quite have the weight behind it that the Pessima did, so it's a little bit different for handling. Ooh, it's going to be close. 11, 12. Okay. That's the Kovet's run. It got a time of 5 minutes, 14 seconds, 72 milliseconds. So it did beat the Pessima by 4 seconds. If it weren't for me losing control of the Pessima, it would have had the better time, but unfortunately I screwed up a bit. Squeeze. Ooh, don't. Starburst, please. And there we go. That was Kovet's turn. Let me down quick. Okay, and now to try the sunburst out on this map again. And I say again because, as you'll see in this clip right here, just because if I did simpler cars... Oh! My controller just died. My controller batteries died, and the car crashed. So let's get it up to the line here. Whoop! E-brake didn't want me to stop there. Go. Okay, we will start this run in 3, 2, 1, go. Now let's try this again. This car is quite a bit faster than the others. It makes it down the ramp a lot faster, but we do have to slow up here, out into the 70s to 80s. Make that a nice smooth jump, and actually that was slightly too long. Oh yes, this car will rocket around the corners and such a bit faster than the other cars did, but I have to be a lot more careful on areas like this and jumps, because for some reason on the Sunburst, the front tires are just kind of weak, and will sometimes just, the axles will break, or they'll just fly off for no reason, or not for no reason, but when you wouldn't expect them to, so. And sometimes as I'm pulling drifting turns or such like that, you'll notice that I don't know if you can see it, you'll notice that the tire's kind of jitting around. That's it just almost nearly pulling out of the axle for some reason, but as long as it stays together, we should be fine. Oh, it says battery medium. know these are brand new batteries, but they've probably been in the box for a while. And ooh, I think I took that a little bit too fast, but we're still fine. We're getting here to this area. I'm yet again going to just take that a little bit slow and not try to go up above, because that can be quite the death sentence. Let's try to keep up the pace here, and we're reaching the slaloms, which, of course, when I say let's keep up the pace, it's right in this section where we have to slow way down. Really don't want to touch those outer walls there, because they can be quite crappy. And I actually went through those slaloms a lot quicker than I did the last run. I'm learning. Seems to be making quite a decent pace. Not exactly sure though, because I don't remember the exact points that the other cars were at. Although I think right here with the Covet we were at 3 minutes, and when I said that the timer was at 250, so we've made up 10 seconds on the Covet's run. Which is actually really good. Around this deception corner here. And we're going to slow down again up here. Try not to burst our tires. There we go. And it may have been sooner that I had looked at the time on the Covet and saw it at 3 minutes. I'm not quite sure. But that was a nice transition there. Oh, no. I forgot about this. Forgot about this corner. And our car is now pulling to the left. That sand did mess up our steering. As long as I can hold it together. For this last curve, we should be good. After this left steering drifting it's doing on its own. So we're coming up on the finish line, and stop. Dang it. Well, we ended up with 447.88. Okay, now that I've gotten the car over the wall of death, let's get it back up there. And unfortunately, a lot of the damage on this thing was caused by that stinking wall. But nonetheless, the wall really did was okay. I partially couldn't see, and partially it was pulling too hard to the side. But yeah, mainly all that wall did was the bumper and the mirrors and the windshield. But unfortunately, there I lost the lights as well because of my stupidity. But it did actually straighten out the steering a little bit. Yeah, so the sunburst ended with a time of 4:47.88. Now we'll move on to the ETK I-Series. Let's get up to the starting line and see how this goes once I start the engine. I forgot to turn off the engine on the sunburst. Oh well, it should. Oh, yet again, the emergency brake did not want to stop it there. Okay, so we will start in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this car will do on this track. I haven't tested it on the track at all. And I haven't actually driven this rally car all that much in quite a while. But I can't remember how it stacks up in comparison to the Corvette and Pessima. I know it's not going to be as fast as Sunburst, but maybe if we don't make mistakes, we might be able to get a better time. I'm not sure. Ooh, got a little bit of air there. Oh. It over-revved slightly because of weird tire spin with landing. I don't know how that caused that, but okay. It must have downshifted in the air and then had to readjust. Got a little bit bouncy there. I'm actually surprised I did not roll any cars on this corner here. It's quite refreshing. Yeah, this map is where my thumbnail came from. Or not my thumbnail, my profile picture came from, so... Unless I change it, this will be relevant, this statement. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to beat the Sunburst time. It does not have the acceleration and such. Even if I don't screw up with this like I did the Sunburst, I don't think it'll be able to match it. Got through the slalom's pretty nicely there, though. Ooh. Turn there, buddy. Now I will be able to compare its time to the Sunburst at one point where I do remember I was talking about it being at 250. I went through an intersection. It does look like we are going to be slower than it. Yeah, we just passed 250 a few seconds ago. And this is the intersection up here in which it was 250. So we are about a second behind. We're about in line with the Corvette, actually, surprisingly. I thought this thing would be a little bit faster than the Corvette. Well, we shall see. Just about went into that slightly deceptive corner too fast. Oh, hold it together, car. Oh my word. I don't know why I was having so many issues there keeping it steady, but it really did not want to go through there. Going through the nice bank curves. Fortunately, this rear end isn't kicking out very much. This thing must be lighter than I thought. I can kick it out easily, but on those banked corners it didn't want to, so... And maybe it just doesn't have as much power to put to the back as some of the other vehicles, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many of them are front wheel, all wheel, or whatever drive. I don't think any of them were rear wheel drive. I think they were all either front or all wheel drive. After this corner we should be coming up on the finish line. I think this will beat the Corvette's time. Yes, it will definitely beat the Corvette's time. with 504.70. And it had a really clean run. Didn't mess up at all, actually. Let's get this thing put back up with the others, and then we'll go back over the times on this wonderful Rally Park map. This one came out without a scratch, and then we look at the others. The Corvette being the next best for not getting damaged, but its rear end did get slightly dented. Okay, for our positioning, in our pole position in first place is the Sunburst with a time of 4 minutes and 47.88 seconds. And in second place, we had our ETK I-Series with a time of 5 minutes and 4.7 seconds. Third place, we had the Bishu Corvette with a time of 5 minutes and 14.72 seconds. And in last place, we had the Ibishu Pessima with a time of 5 minutes and 18.87 seconds. And there you have it. This has been Rally Park. I hope you all guys all enjoyed. And I'll give you guys a nice little zoom out here of the map. Yeah, you can see that one road leads to nowhere, but yeah. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Have a great day.